Okay, well that took a fair bit longer than I thought it would, and we have still got a lot of ground to cover, so this will probably be part B of the episode rather than just a jump. So welcome back, and let's get straight on and have a look at what I've done. Okay, down here, in this area that I've been clearing with TNT mostly, I tidied it up, replaced the floor with grass, although, that was a temporary measure, as always, because this is, if you remember, where I said I was going to do the plaza. So I've cleared a nice big square for the town square, and it is, in fact, a square. I thought, why not? Make it a nice square, because it's the town square. This here in the middle is the new location for the well. It's actually not a million miles away from the old one. The old one was like right about here. And this one's just over here, so it's not far away. The way I did this is I actually dug not a 2x2 hole all the way down there, but a 2x2 and then an extra row down there. You can see the cobblestone, so I could build myself back out and not have ladders stuck in there and things. So that's that. I'll fill that with water at some point soon and build a canopy over, like a proper village well. This I'm obviously not going to leave grass. It's going to be tiled or cobbled, or I don't know yet, but that's not important. It's there. That's something I could just do at some point. It only take 5 minutes. This is what I'm doing, and this is the library. As you can see, I decided in the end to keep the cobblestone base, and I actually built it up to 2 layers because there's a step up here, which leaves it 1 layer inside. I was playing around with some different materials for quite a while actually, and I finally just settled on log supports, uprights, and stone bricks in between. And I think this comes out quite nicely actually. This gives a good variety in materials, which is what you need, because in a building of this size it's very hard to put in a lot of actual physical detail. In my real even in something this size it is, but in a lot of buildings I put surrounds on the windows, like different areas, things like these buttresses here, but on a much grander scale, so it gives a real depth to the surface. It doesn't just leave it flat and blank. But obviously this is just not big enough for that, not even close. So I've used multiple materials that complement each other, to give it some interest and some detail work. Now, originally I planned to have a single door in the middle, but again, I was doing it and I played around with that and didn't like it really. Now it's going to have 2 single doors separated, sort of an in and an out, which is, that works. It certainly looks better, and it adds, again, a little bit more of an interest, rather than just having a door in a wall, just a bit of something else to it. I put in the birch. Yes, it's the birch for the floor. Again, just temporary, just to fill it out. I mean, I probably will leave a lot of it birch, but not all of it. So that's the floors in, just on a temporary basis. I'll make that like patterned and things, but what we're going to need to do first is put in what goes inside before deciding on the pattern of the floor, because you don't really want like a patterned floor that just like a little pathway, something that runs into a bookcase or something like that. So I'll put in most of the furniture, then I'll cut away some of the bits that are still exposed, and just put in little walkways and things like that, just something to make it again more interesting. Because really, I mean, the worst thing about any building that you could do is make it look boring and plain. I mean, and a building doesn't have to be super complex and interesting in shape to be interesting. I mean, that is essentially a big rectangle. This is a big rectangle. This is a big rectangle with a thing on the end. But I mean, the buildings are simple because this is a village, and they're based on not on real buildings, but on how real buildings would be made. So you'd expect the buildings to be a fairly simple shape in reality, because it's an architectural thing that it just makes it easier to people to build. So that's how people build. But like I say, if you mix up the materials and add in features and things like that, even a simple shaped building can be quite interesting. So anyway, what I've come here for is the leather. Look at all that lovely leather. And I've gone and got myself some sugar canes, although I have a feeling that's not anywhere near enough. But we can try, because I've got a little bit of paper left over. There we go. Got some paper left over, and let's see. This is not going to be enough. I keep doing that. I don't know why I have to do it vertical. It's not vertical. Dum 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 dum. There we go. Okay, so that leaves me with one sugarcane left, and that leaves me with, well, 64 and 5 paper. I don't think it's going to be enough after all, actually, but never mind. Alright, sorry. Where's my leathers? See how many books I can make out of this. 13. I need 45. 22. No, look, it's not nearly enough. 23. I need double that. So, damn, I can't do all of that, but no, I need a lot more than that. Actually, I mean, this is what I need just to do the surround for the enchanting table, so it goes up to its full levels. I'm going to need a lot more than that in the long run. So let's go and see here. I did recently harvest my sugar canes, so they probably haven't grown back yet. But I've planted more. I've been bringing that along the thing, and look, got a nice line of them. But yeah, no, it's too recently. Only a couple of them have even started growing back yet. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to put in the enchanting table just now. I'm going to have to leave that a little while. I'll probably have to put the roof and things onto the library, do the plaza, and that'll give it some time. But that's there. It's growing. It won't take too long. Sugarcane grows really fast. So what I'm going to think I'll do then, in the meantime, because we've got to let that grow back before I can do anything, is I will put some glass. Did I bring the glass with me? No, of course I didn't. So I'll put some glass into the windows here. I'll put some doors. I have got a spare door, but I don't know why I've got a spare door and no glass, but that's the way it goes. I'll put the doors in here, put the glass in the windows, and I'll get some wood for the roof, because I think, let's have a look. Let's get a vantage and have a look and make a decision right now on what colour the roof is going to be. It is, of course, going to be wood, as all of the big buildings are. Let's see, ignore that because that's my crappy house. That's a dark wood. That's a normal coloured wood, and we've got some cobble over there, but they're utility buildings, so they don't matter. That's the dark, and we've got those over there are the red. Now the thing is, we've actually got more of the jungle roofs than we have the dark roofs now, because we've got 1, 2, 3 buildings with the dark roofs, and we've got 4 houses over there that have got the orange wood, the jungle wood. So technically, this should probably be more of the spruce. The thing is, for balance, it's going to have to be the jungle, because we've got these are basically make a line across the middle here, and if I had all of the dark on this side and all of the jungle over that side, it wouldn't look so great. So what I think I'll do is I'll do this one in the jungle, and then we can put some more dark ones in this area that I'm slowly but surely clearing out over here. Which, now remind me, come on, let's just because I can. I might have even got it on me. Yeah, look, there we go. Just because I can, because I've got it on me anyway. I seem to remember. Run. Somewhere around here. Yeah. Oh, right, run. Oh, that got me. Quite badly. Never mind. There we go. Just for a bit of fun, because it's there. And I'll only end up setting it off by accident otherwise. That clears down this a little bit more. So yeah, I've got some tidying up all this land to do, but that's not important right now. What is important is getting some more jungle wood, because as much as I had before, I think I've used it all up. At least the most of it. So, certainly I'm not going to have enough left to do this with. So let's have a quick look. Oak. Yeah, no, I've used it all up. It's all gone. I've just got some actual sort of random bits of it, things of it left here. I'm not going to need these anymore, am I? So this is fantastic. I don't need these slabs anymore. That's great. Because of the corner stairs. But what I'll do, I'm going to jump in bed in a sec, get it straight through today, so the sugarcane will grow up faster, because that's what we really need. I'm going to go and cut down another couple of huge massive trees, and then I'll put in the windows, and I'll be back with you after that. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so wow, yeah, I did have a stack of jungle wood, so I went and got a whole lot more for no reason. God, these things grow back fast. But yeah, I went and got a couple of trees down, a big tree and some smaller ones, just for the just to make sure I had a good supply. Ended up with 3.5 stacks of jungle wood. Well, actually 2.5, but then I found one. I don't know how blind I am. I found one in a chest, so I've got now like 6 stacks of the jungle wood stairs, which would be plenty. I'm just coming back for this, but something I noticed when I came back to this, since I patched over the texture pack and the actual HD patch, these have changed again. I mean, they're not like they were when I showed you the other day. I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, they didn't have leaves on for a start, which is part of this sort of connected, randomised texture thing, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty cool. But it changes the blooming texture pack quite often, I'll say. Anyway, I'm sure there's a new version that I could probably find right now, because this one I noticed I was doing when I was playing around with some people on my server. I noticed that this texture pack doesn't include the texture for witches currently. I mean, they obviously witches have a texture. It just defaults to the normal Jeb and Dinnerbone created witch texture. Which, you know, it's not bad. There's no bad thing about that, but it's not HD, and it doesn't really fit in with everything else. So I'm probably going to have another look at some point soon, and see if there is in fact a newer version of this texture pack with the witch texture in it. Anyway, I got a little bit overzealous there, cutting those, and that's nice. That'll grow back again pretty soon. Well, I got another stack, just over another stack of these out of it, of these sugar canes, reeds. I don't know why they're called sugar canes when how they can be sugar canes and reeds at the same time, but apparently they are. You know, because sugar cane obviously used to make sugar, and reeds used to make paper, and they're not the same plant. You don't get the same benefit from both of them. But I suppose to save on complication within the game, that'll work. Oh, what I also did, haha, you see the way I did that? Haha. Yeah, this is why I needed that wall, the black and white wall, to make a really nice kitchen floor for in here. Also, I did a cauldron for a kitchen sink, just some blocks with the trapdoors to make it look like cabinets, which you might notice the way that's another new addition to 1.4.2, or to 1.4 in general, is you can now put trapdoors at the top of a block so they hinge down rather than up, which I did here because you know, that way you could use it for extra workspace, whatever. It just works out better that way. A couple of furnaces, and of course another crafting table, and so there I've moved all the wheat and seeds and some bones and other stuff into here. I replaced the doors because the zombie got to the doors. I don't think they got to any doors upstairs though. Oh yeah, look, doors. But did I ever put a door up here? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, if I ever put doors up here. But it doesn't matter because we're not living in here at the moment. I'll furnish those with some beds and stuff at some point. But the downstairs is mostly done. There's still some decoration work to do. It still needs a kitchen table. That's what it needs. This has got to move, and this space here has got to be a kitchen table. Maybe a little sort of something there with a flower on it or something, just to fill up the space, because we just don't want these big open spaces with nothing in them. They look very bare. God, these things keep growing back. Well, that's no bad thing. That's what they're there for. Ooh, ah, balls. Little slip with the axe. I'll have to let that grow now. Never mind, it'll grow back. I've got plenty. I've got plenty of pumpkins. I've got more than a stack of pumpkins now. So after all that trouble, finding pumpkins, getting them back here and starting it up, and very quickly, once you start growing them, I've now got more than a stack. I've got more than I'll ever need to use. Which is great. Which is absolutely great. I mean, I'll modify that at the moment, because currently it's making like 15 pumpkins and 6 melons. And obviously I'm not going to need that many pumpkins forever, so I'll probably change it and at least half, or maybe even do more melons, because I suppose you can eat the pumpkins now as well in pumpkin pie, but pumpkin pie, it's quite difficult to make, and with very low saturation. I mean, it does do good food for food things, but yeah, so the saturation's very low. Oh, bugger off, spider. So, we've done all that. I've got what I needed. Well, I don't know why I've come in here, because I need to go up on the outside to work on this. What I'm going to do is put a peak roof with the corners, so it's all coming into a point on all corners on this, and then I'm going to put a more traditional, like that and like this, one with the front, a peak like that on this bit, which should just interconnect with the roof as a whole, and make it a bit more interesting that way. So I'm going to get on with that now in the same manner as I always do, because I have deliberately, as you can see, built up the walls 1 block higher than I would have done otherwise, so I can latch this first layer directly onto the walls. Ooh, this could be a little bit, this is the only problem I guess I get here sometimes, could be a little bit temperamental. Now that, yay, corner. Oh, this is lovely. No more blocks and slabs in my stair roofs. This is fantastic. Jeb, I love you. I love you all over again. I love you with your sexy beard and your long hair. Because I also have a sexy beard and long hair. But there we go, yeah. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll do this all the way around. Bring it all up. I'll just probably do the whole thing. You've seen before how it's done. I mean, once you've done the first layer, obviously you do the second layer. Like that. And the first 2 layers are easy because they slot over the walls. So they're the easiest and the quickest to do generally. But then after that, you get back this way and put in the upside down stairs, which also incidentally do work with the corners. You can't see it now, but it's there. And then once you've done that, makes it very easy to put the next layer in. Like that. And you can see it very quickly builds up. So I'll do that, and I'll put the one over the front there, and then I'll get back and show you that, and then that'll probably be the end of the episode actually. So I will be back very shortly with a fair bit of progress made on this. And there we go. That is the exterior of the library done. Put all the roof on all the way up, and like I said, I'll do the archway thing at the front, which changed these, because these are obviously the cobble walls, which are already proving very useful. I mean, this leaves a nice little window that you can't actually get through. It changed it slightly up here. Put like the postways in. Showing the end, I'm not entirely displeased about, to be honest, because it gives it, more depth and more texture. It just adds tiny detail, which is very hard to add otherwise. But overall, that's the exterior of the library. obviously nothing inside. I just put some torches to keep it alight for now. But there's the roof, goes all the way up to the top. I'll probably leave that it's visible, and I may well do what I did in the church with the roof beams showing. That might turn out quite well, because this is just a single floor building, and we've got a lot of space above the windows there. So I think I probably will do that. I'll run where the beams are here. I'll run them all the way along there, and they'll look quite nice. Now, the one final bit of advice and warning I'll offer this episode, because I think we're about done, is that took a lot. You're going to need a lot of wood for something like this. Now, if you see, I've got 42 jungle wood stairs left, and that's it. No more planks or anything apart from those few planks, but no more log. That took the roof, and a little bit of the front has taken almost over 8 stacks of the jungle wood stairs. Well over 8 stacks of stairs has gone into that. Now that's a lot of wood. So that's 3.5 stacks of jungle logs have gone into that. So just a word of warning, before you attempt anything like this, you might want to stock up well. Do all of your wood cutting in one go and just get out of the way, because that was an incredible amount of resources. But it looks nice. It was worth it. It was definitely worth it. It even comes up to quite a sharp point, because the building is an even number of blocks. Wide and long. Sorry, wide this way, not long, because that's an odd number because of the doorways. But it's an even number this way, which meant that we can have stairs coming right to the point without need for the slab bit like I've done here. Which looks good there, it looks fine because it matches in quite well. But we managed to get a real nice point on the roof there. Here we go. Ow. But we're getting a bit of distance, and as I say goodbye, I'm going to get a bit of distance off of this building so we can see it from some perspectives, because it is looking nice. But overall, oh balls, ow! Overall, this is the end of this episode. I'm not going to say exactly when the next one is out, because this one was supposed to be out a day or two ago, and some of the things I said in the first part aren't going to make entirely sense now once this is uploaded, because I got very caught up in doing it. This has taken a lot longer than I thought. I spent way more time on it, digging out this land and clearing the land for this and putting up the walls. It was several hours, and I just couldn't upload. So I'm not going to say exactly when the next one is. Expect it within a day or two of this going live, probably the next day, because I'd like to get one more in before Halloween, and then we're going to have ourselves a big Halloween party, and we're going to decorate up the town, and we're going to go to the Nether. I think we're going to spend some of the Halloween in the Nether. That'll be nice. Keep it all spooky. But for this episode, we're done. So thanks once again for watching, everybody. I really appreciate all your support, all your likes, and even your dislikes. If you don't like it, you're welcome to say. I won't be too offended, and it helps me know what exactly people want to see, what they don't want to see, everything. But say thanks for all your likes, and subscribe and favourite this if you want to see more and keep up to date with it. And I shall see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.